One wonderful day, Jim Pansy woke to discover that nothing was right. Raise your hand if you've ever woken up and you kind of felt that way. Nothing is right. The sun was too bright. The sky was too blue. And the bananas were too sweet. Oh my goodness. Now I'm thinking that all of the things he's complaining about are the things that I really would love, right? I love it when it's a bright sunny day. And I love when the sky is really blue. What's going on? Maybe you're grumpy, suggested Norman from next door. I'm not grumpy, Jim insisted. Ooh, okay, be honest. Maybe just one finger up if you've ever woken up and somebody's told you you're grumpy before. Yeah, that's happened to me too.
No. I don't like it. Not me.
Do you like it when you're grumpy and somebody tells you you're grumpy though?
No.
No. Just like Jim. On his walk, he met Marabou. Jim's grumpy, Norman told Marabou. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked Marabou. Now, if we look at Marabou, Marabou is a type of a bird, maybe? Norman is a gorilla, and maybe an emu? Yeah, the colors are kind of unusual, but that's all right. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked Marabou. It's such a wonderful day. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. But look how you're standing, Marabou said. It's true, said Norman. You're all hunched. So if we look at him here, he looks hunched over, right? So what does he do? So Jim loosened up.
Like this.
Then he ran into Lemur. Jim's grumpy, Norman told Lemur. Man, I'm thinking that Norman might make me grumpy if he's going around telling everybody that I'm grumpy, right?
I would smack him.
Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked Lemur. It's such a wonderful day. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. And look, he's got his arms up in the air, so he doesn't look like he's hunched over and grumpy, right? Your eyebrows look grumpy, said Lemur. It's true, said Norman. They're all bunched up. Now, can you guys bunch up your eyebrows? Kind of make them look like you're grumpy? It changes your face, right? It makes you look kind of grumpy. So, what does Jim do? So Jim raised his brows. Whew. Can you guys keep your eyebrows raised like that? It's kind of hard. You really have to think about it, don't you? Then he tripped over Snake. Oh no, said Norman. That's the last thing you need when you're feeling so grumpy. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. Then why that frown? Said Snake. I think it's because he tripped over you, Norman whispered to Snake. So Jim put on a smile. Right, he's got his hands up. He's got his brows raised. And now he's making himself smile. Whew, that seems like a lot of work, right?
Walk out your legs.
You can't relax when you're doing all that, can you?
You must be like happy.
Finally, Jim looked happy. He didn't feel happy inside. Can you guys ever tell when somebody gives you like a fake smile? Where maybe they're smiling, but it doesn't look like they're really happy?
Like an evil smile.
Everyone wanted Jim to enjoy this wonderful day. You should sing with us, said the birds. But Jim didn't feel like singing. You should swing with us, said the monkeys. But Jim didn't feel like swinging.
He's a human.
You should roll with us, said the zebras.
No.
Jim didn't feel like rolling. Now, what are all of his friends trying to do? Yeah, are they trying to cheer him up? Trying to think of things that he could do to be happy? Or to maybe look happy? Oh my goodness. You should stroll with us, said the peacocks. Jim didn't feel like strolling.
What does strolling mean?
Just walking around. That's strolling. You should lie in the grass.
No.
You should stomp your feet.
He looks like he's trying to fly.
He does. You should take a bath and make a splash. You should hug someone. You should laugh, says the hyena. You should take a nap, said the crocodile. You should eat old meat. Ooh. You should eat some honey. You should jump up and down. You should sit in the sun. You should dance. Now,
I'm with
are
the
all of
dance
those
one.
things that could make you feel better? Maybe not eating dead meat, right? That sounds kind of gross. Maybe for an animal though. But could eating sometimes help?
I like the bath.
If you're grumpy because you're hungry, that would help, right?
And I like the
Or if you're grumpy because you're sleepy, taking a nap might help, right?
Yeah. I'm never going to do those.
But Jim didn't feel like doing any of that. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked the others. It's such a wonderful day. Ooh. Do you see? Okay, we've got an exclamation mark and all capitals. I'm not grumpy. Now, they've been telling him all along he's grumpy, right? And he keeps trying to tell them he's not grumpy. But he doesn't want to do any of the things, and so they keep insisting he's grumpy, right? Shouted Jim as he banged his chest. So just like a gorilla or a monkey, he beat his chest and said, "I'm not grumpy." And he stormed off. Uh-oh. Now, if he wasn't grumpy before, do you think he's grumpy now?
Yeah.
He's at least frustrated, right? Because he has been telling everyone he's not grumpy. And are they listening to him? Now, do you ever feel that way? Where you tell somebody and tell somebody and tell somebody and they don't listen?
Yeah.
Do you then feel grumpy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel so grumpy I want to slap him in the face.
Jim, I'll wait for it to catch up. Jim felt sorry. A little sorry for shouting at everyone, but mostly sorry for himself. I guess I am grumpy, Jim sighed. And just as he was starting to feel really sad, he came upon Norman. Norman was slumped. His eyebrows were bunched up, and he was frowning. "What's the matter? Are you grumpy?" asked Jim. "No, I danced with Porcupine," said Norman. So is he grumpy?
No.
No, if you look really carefully at the pictures, he's got porcupine quills on his bottom. So he's not grumpy, he's hurt, right? Could that make him feel grumpy also? Or
I sometimes feel grumpy.
are you okay? Asked Jim. "It hurts, but I'll probably feel better soon enough," said Norman.
Why don't you just take them out?
"Are you still grumpy?" "Yes," said Jim, "but I'll probably feel better soon enough too. For now, I just need to be grumpy." "It's a wonderful day to be grumpy," said Norman, and Jim agreed.
What the?
So finally, at the end of the story, Jim, and this is, I think, sometimes the hard thing, Jim was able to identify that he was feeling grumpy, right? But did he need anybody to fix it? No. He was able to finally tell Norman, "I just need to feel grumpy right now." Is that okay for us to tell somebody if we need to feel grumpy for a minute? Now, is it okay if our grumpiness leads us to have bad actions? No. We are still in control of our actions, but are there times when it's okay to feel grumpy and to just ask somebody to give you a minute to feel grumpy? Or, on the other hand, is it okay? Norman's hurt, right? He's not grumpy, but he's hurt. And does he need Jim to just give him a chance to say, "Wow, this really hurts"? Yeah, so sometimes it's okay to have those feelings and to ask somebody to give us space with those feelings, right? And not ask them to fix it for us. All right, so there they are, sitting in their tree, just feeling like they are. And he already felt a little bit better. Is it sometimes easier to get yourself out of a bad mood when you finally recognize, "Wow, I'm kind of in a bad mood"? Yeah, once they're able to identify it, they're able to kind of get themselves out of it, right?